Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I make breakfast while we're camping. Now, making breakfast while you're camping is pretty much like making breakfast when you're at home, except that your burner is now your stove and your cast iron skillet is your pan. The rest is pretty much the same. I'm still using a spatula, I'm using the same eggs I would use at home, and then of course you're pairing it with whatever you've got on hand in your cooler or picked up on the way, left over. And so breakfast can be what you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be all that difficult. First, I find some sort of level ground, which can be a challenge depending on where you're camping. Sometimes if you're in a normal campground, there would be a picnic table, or you can take with some kind of easy setup table, but most of the time we're somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and so I'm either using the ground or I'm using our tailgate if we're camping in our truck. Once you've got some kind of level ground, heat up your cast iron skillet, or I also have used just a camp pan, which I think I got that from our in-laws. Basically a home pan that has been set aside for camping. Now you'll see that I'm regularly leveling out my burner because, of course, depending on where you are, the ground is just not as level as it would be on your stove at home. So ways to do that is just to stick a little stick underneath your burner or a rock. Of course, be very safe. You don't want to burn yourself or get injured while you're on your trip. A quick reminder to always pack a first aid kit. Actually, I have a friend who has a great YouTube channel and made a little first aid kit very recently, so I'll link her channel below if you want to go check out her first aid kit. But it's very important that you take a first aid kit while you're camping because anything can happen and you don't want to be out there in a dire situation and not have what you need. But anyway, back to the camp trip. Add a little bit of butter or oil if you prefer, and start getting that pan nice and hot before cracking your eggs one by one into the pan. And now you can make your eggs just how you like it. You can scramble, easy over, medium, sunny side up. However you prefer your eggs, make it just like you would make it at home. And I'll add a lid just to give it a little bit of extra cook time, make sure I don't have soggy eggs. And wow, did I just share with you how to make eggs in 1 minute? It's really that easy. And bam, you have eggs. So easy, right? Just like if you're at home. Now, I think people get stuck on making breakfast and making foods while you're camping because they think about the difficulties of cleaning and storing food, which sort of puts this block that you can't make what you normally make at home on a camp trip. But let me tell you that you can. In fact, I actually use this as the opportunity to make food that I wouldn't normally make at home because I actually have the time to spend and get creative. And I mean, being out in nature is creative in itself, but getting to be in a place where I don't have a routine, so I can just spend the time that I have and make something delicious. Plus, I usually have to use what I have on hand, which would be less than what I would have at home. So it kind of forces you with some limits to get creative, which, I don't know, that really works for me. So this is the time to get creative and try something new. Now this would pair very nicely with cheese or any kind of vegetables you have on hand. We got some mushrooms one day, or if you've got any potatoes, I use small potatoes, little tiny ones that I sliced in half and made sort of a makeshift hash brown dish, something like that. You could use your eggs on toast and make some kind of sandwich, maybe a tomato and cheese. only thing that is different is, now what do? You can't just throw this pan into the dishwasher, and it's not as easy as moving over to your sink and just washing your pan and your spatula, so what now? And I think that's what trips most people up when they're cooking while they're camping, is that it's just not as convenient as it would be when you're home. So break through that barrier and just quickly clean up when you're done. I have this handy little scraper, just very handy to quickly scrape pans clean and make the cleanup just a little easier when you're out on the road and you don't have such easy accessibility to water or a garbage can to get rid of any kind of garbage or excess food. The scraper has come in real handy, and I'll usually scrape whatever extra food we have right into the fire and let that burn away so that we don't get bothered by animals. The other thing that makes cooking difficult while you're on the road is thinking about where you're going to store the food, either beforehand or after you've cooked it if there's leftovers. Now we pack a cooler with all our kind of cold foods, and before we head out we'll fill the cooler with some ice, and that'll last usually a day or two depending on, of course, what season we're in. If we're in the hot summer, probably only a day, although you can just move the cooler into the shade as best as possible. But yeah, the ice isn't going to last very long. But we also freeze these freezer packs before we go, and then if you have time you can freeze a big milk jug before you go, and that will give it a solid piece of ice in your cooler, which will keep things cool for longer. So there's ways to work around your fridge on a camp trip if you need to. Of course, there are those handy fridges that you can now just plug into your car and it'll be a fridge for you. So I mean, you always have that option, but if you don't do that, a cooler will work just fine with some alternating ice packs or ice cubes on rotation. Yeah, keep your things cool. It is possible to keep your things cool while you're camping. So now we've taken care of cleaning, we've taken care of your fridge, and then the other thing that we have to make our kitchen on the road easy is just a nice tote with all of our kitchen utensils in it. So I've got a cutting board in there, salt and pepper, any kind of utensils, knives and forks, plates, cups, basic things that we would use at home, but ones that we can now use on the road. So that is how I transport our kitchen in a minimal way while we're camping, and then I have everything with me to make something like an easy breakfast. Are you good to eat in like 3 minutes?
Oh, that looks.
That tastes good.
Oh, wow. Yeah, what's nice about that, it keeps your food warm for a while.
Because I basically only use a cast iron skillet, a spatula, eggs, butter, a knife, and a lid. That's it. Oh, and our burner. What I'm trying to say is you can use this time to get creative with what you've got on hand and break through the difficulty that food needs to look different while you're camping than when you were home. Just because you have to do dishes differently, or you have to store your food differently, or your equipment is not in the cupboard where you're used to it. Once you get past that, you'll see that you can actually get quite creative while you're camping and make some delicious food. Now, if you like content like this, I'm going to be making a bunch more camping videos coming up, as well as my regular stuff with homemaking, baking, cooking, gardening, you name it. Fun stuff in life. That's kind of our goal, is trying to make the things that we would normally do in life our own responsibility and not someone else's. Practice daily living skills and tricks and learning to do things ourselves, and not just going to the store and buying stuff or getting someone else to do it, but actually reaping the benefits of trying these things ourselves. So stick around if that sounds interesting to you, and then you can catch some of our next videos.